So I'm live over here. I'm waiting to be live over here. So because we got two cameras. This is the early afternoon surprise Maduro. I want to make sure that everything is going according to plan. So let me check this other one up here. Okay, we got good Wi-Fi signal. We got all that good stuff. We're going to continue, and at some point, the Facebook is going to kick in, because the great thing is I can always go ahead and add this link directly to Facebook, because we got something really special. This is one of those, back in the days, the Batman episodes, the bam, the kapows, the zowies, all that stuff. This is one of those moments right now. I'm going to begin with this. Welcome. This is Duncan Ramon Echevarria. This is the kapowie, the bam, the zowie moments. And we're Doña Noli Cigars. I'm a little bit to the side. There's a reason for that. I'm not hiding. There's a reason for that. I got a special person. Yesterday, real fun story, real quick, because you guys know I'm Cuban. I talk a lot. Real fun story, and I'm gonna get to the cigar. I'm gonna not show you, but I'm gonna get to it. I'm not gonna show you. There's more. Yesterday, I looked up and I said, Lord, send me an angel. I need to talk to one of your angels today. And lo and behold, that angel came by. And, it's funny. I think that as a man, we need to treat our women with the proper respects and the proper titles. Well, this is not just a friend, a sister. She's a woman that we lovingly have given her an interesting title, nickname, but out of great reverence and respect, it has stuck to the point that we know Johanna Stewart, and you may not, but we know her as Queenie. She's a Nubian goddess. She's a Nubian sister. She is a black woman of power, of strength, of just love, caring, warmth. She is the mother personified that comes to us. She's my friend, and she's right here. And we're going to jump into the early afternoon Maduro surprise. Miss Queenie, would you come around over here? Grab a chair. Come on by. Apparently, Facebook is doing its magical thing, whatever. And we're looking at that one over there, and she's doing that. I'm gonna call that the staff from the green room, so they can take care of that. What are you smoking with there, Queenie? Looks good. I'm dying to turn my cigar around. Shall we do it at the same time?
Same time.
We're gonna aim it at that camera, not the phone.
Look at that.
What is this? What?
Delicious.
And you're wearing a beautiful shirt. There's some stuff that's going on here. I'm taken aback. Now, RTB Cigars. What does that stand for?
It's Ronald Thomas Brown II cigars. They're now launching out. It's the relaunch of his line. He has two out right now. It's the Finale, and it's the Aria.
The Aria and the Finale. Those are very fancy words,
fancy.
And they're all musically, if I'm not mistaken, aligned. Because if you guys don't know Ronald, he is a band leader. He's a musician. The man lives, eats music. He had a successful run recently with a band that he is the teacher. He's traveled with them. He's taken them to nationals. He's been all over the place. Part of his family is in there. The kids that play the art like family to him as well. And now Ronald Thomas Brown has brought a cigar, because if you don't know this, he's a cigar brother. He's a brother of the leaf. He is a man who's got a factory, he's got a team, who's got people. So this is the real deal. It's not just, hey, you know what, I got $100. I'm gonna make me my cigar. This didn't happen like that.
Not at all.
No. I mean, there's a story here. I remember leaving Charlotte, the two of us crazy people, and saying, let's just go to Miami. What could happen in Miami? What could happen? And then we met another amazing individual. And I'm going to say this. If you don't know who this guy is, where have you been in the boutique industry? The name is Gabby Caffey of Caffey 1901 Cigars. And Gabby welcomed us. I wish Ron was here. If Ron was here, he'd tell a little bit more about it. But we'll see what happens. Stranger things have happened. Hey, Ron, we love you. Soon we're going to be here together. And we'll see what happens. But we arrived and we had breakfast ready for us. We had cigars ready for us. We had a conversation with an icon in the making. Gabby Caffey is 100% vertically integrated and vetted within the life and sociopolitical structure of Honduras. They are amazing people. The family goes back well over 100 years. And when Ron said, "Hey, Dunk, who could you, if off the top of your head," I said, "Easy, Gabby Cappy." There was no thought. It was just, let's just do it. I think it was fantastic. I think that going down that path, that was it. And then this happened. And you have a role now in this, if I'm not mistaken. You're doing a little something with this. Tell us what Queenie's doing with RTV.
Well, let me just say that the cigar world is full of sisters and brothers that come together under the leaf. And we come together and we become a different type of family. Every vein you see in the leaf is like a vein that reaches out to our families. So when my brother said he was working on this and he was pressing towards dealing with family life, dealing with this great success in the band, he didn't slack on anything. And now that it's out, we're just working together, we're moving together, we're networking, and everywhere I can get him and get this out, that's what we're going to do. But in the meantime, I get to smoke it, which is, well, that's my benefit package and all that.
That's joy 101 for me.
Me too.
I tell you what, first of all, I'm going to go all in, and I've said this before, Queenie, and I'm going to say it now that you're here, because Queenie can kind of hold me accountable to certain things. I'm going to say this: I've never been a reviewer. I'm not a reviewer. I don't get all these fancy schmancy taste profiles. Bob, I love you, Bob, the cigar guy, Bob Finley. He's a real reviewer. He does it. Me, you know what I get? I get great quality aged tobacco. That's what this old Cuban palate tastes. Very balanced, delicious draw. I mean, this draw is on point. First of all, it has a sheen that tells me that tobacco has sat lovingly. The leaves have been well taken care of. And it's a cigar that really has a body to it, a heft.
Yes.
And when you literally, and I always tell everybody, if you want to just grab a cigar some days and just kind of just feel it, get that, kind of feel in it. The cigar is so well balanced. That tells me quality control is 100%. And again, to say that now you have a factory, Ron has a factory. Shoot, I've been at this for 20 some odd years. I ain't got a factory. I need a factory. I need my mom and I need to get us a factory. The emblems here are amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say one more time, can we, with our mental powers, our abilities, can we bring Ron through that door? Do you think we can do that? If we say, Ron,
you have to blow smoke and put it in the air.
I'm gonna do this. I need Ron through that door right now. Wait a second. Oh, a lot. Oh, wait a second. I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and put the camera out a little bit. Look at what a handsome. That's a pretty black man right there. God dang it, that's a pretty black man right there. Get on up here. Listen, we got Queenie between us. It's gonna be all right. This is fun. Ron has been with us for a little bit of time now, and he knows I'm a big old fool. Don't worry about it. Live sounds are all about this. We have a good friend. He's just taking off right now. He'll be back on Monday. Ron, we've had some adventures in the past few years.
Yes.
I'm gonna go back. I'm not gonna go to the old name, but I'm gonna say this. I met Ron smoking something at the time that I had a little dabbling in it, and I said, "Holy Moses, you got this!" And he goes, "I got this." And Queenie was there. It was almost kismet. It was almost a dynamic of, hey, we're all friends, and look what happened here. And then a couple of years later, Ron, I think you were ready. You had elevated to that point that you said, no more joking around. This has got to be next level stuff now. we ran in that excitedly, amazingly beautiful car of yours. By the way, Carrie Horney, I didn't sleep as much as I slept with you because I am a horrible, horrible co-pilot. I did end up sleeping too. So, anyways, but Ron, how did you go from that trip to this? And what are we smoking right now?
Well, right now, what we're smoking is the Ecuador Habano Maduro. We can go into a whole lot of breakdowns of different things, but it's rich in flavor, and it's got body to it, and it's something that I definitely recommend. Grab a little bite to eat before you do it. But it goes with everything. It is.
If you're a pro, we got this. These are three right here, cigarologists. So that's the new at the university. That's cigarology. That's right here, cigarology. Hashtag cigarology. We own that. So we're cigarologists. People come to us.
That hashtag?
You listen. It's a done deal. It's yours.
There you go.
Hashtag RTB. Hashtag cigarologist. Tobacconist University, now they need a cigarology division. Cigarology 101.
There you go.
We're in. Continue.
The draw on it is going to be amazing every time. And that was key, is he's formulating a cigar that will, no matter when you pick it up, as soon as you pick it up, it's going to be great on the draw. It's going to be great on the flavor. I'll start with the band. The band itself tells a story. If you look at the band, it's got a saxophone player on it, it's got drumsticks, it's got my name, and it's got the Edition 83. Edition 83 stands for 1983, when I started playing saxophone. A lot of people don't know that. And now I'm a percussionist, and I teach and write percussion music.
Told you he's a badass musician. Choose the language, but I mean, the man knows music, and if you didn't catch on, he knows cigars. This is a beautiful. You said Ecuadorian Habano Maduro.
Yes.
Okay, so for those of you, not in Cigarology 101 over here, let's go ahead and tell you. So that means that at some point, this Habano, which is a beautiful wrapper, was grown in Ecuador, and Maduro taking it that extra step of love, bringing that aging, those rich oils, those tannins to come up and say, hey, I'm a perfect leaf now. You can call me an Ecuadorian Habano Maduro now. I'm good enough for this man. And then filler binder, secret recipe. You don't have to go deep into it. Maybe a little Honduran, a little Nicaraguan. What do we got?
A little bit of a Cuban seed to it.
I'm having a heart attack right now.
And the way that this is set up, it's all in how you do how you pull the tobacco together to roll it.
It's all about the blend.
You can bunch it up, and some people bunch it up, and that's how you get your nuts and stuff in it. But big shout out to the factory in Honduras. Man, just extremely talented people, dedicated to making sure that all the tobacco, first of all, is aged at least it's like a 3-year age process.
If I'm not mistaken, because I'm going to jump in and give you a quick. I believe all minimum is 3 years over there at the factory. Yeah. You're talking about people who, when they say this needs to come to terms, you guys know this. I don't know if the most that tobacco is aged in Cuba is 3 years, where our minimum standards are 3 years. That's crazy. So you're talking this cigar. I'm gonna throw it out there. I'm gonna just make the comparison. This cigar has a standard aging that would be considered maximum aging in Cuba. So we're treating this cigar 3 years minimum. I bet you there's stuff in here that's a little bit on the older side. That Nicaraguan, I can feel a little bit of that peppery bite to it, which is lovely. I'm enjoying the heck out of this cigar. Forgive me, I had to just jump, because sometimes people have that whole thing about aging tobacco and whatnot, we always hear the Cuba myth, the Cuba legends. I'm Cuban. I'm not a myth. I'm not a legend. I just smoke cigars. That's all I tell everybody. Yeah. But dude, this is fantastic.
But the cool thing is, even after the aging process, there's a curing situation that takes place. That's what makes this different. The way we handle it after the aging process, that really puts us off into another format as far as the cigar itself, and that's the difference it makes. It's not just the aging process; it's the curing and stuff that takes place. And then on top of that, you have the love and the care that goes into every time they handle it.
Well, you know what they say. There's the old beautiful story that about 200 hands can end up almost touching your cigar, and a lot of us have heard the terminology, the seed to smoke story. But in essence, there's actually one that goes a little bit deeper. It is the soil to the smoke. That's one of the things that I love about the team in Honduras. These men and women, you got the farmers. You got the people that's all they've ever done. They understand the soil. They understand what's going to work. I know you're breaking. I know it's a tearful moment, Ron. I may have to hug him or something. We'll see. Maybe not. Maybe not. No hugging. No hugging. Queenie's the hugger. She's a hugger. I hate hugs, by the way, everybody. She gives great hugs. So again, one more time, I'm gonna say we are today with Ronald Brown. We're with Queenie and yours truly, Duncan Ramon Echevarria. We're at Doña Noli Cigars. I hate the fact that somehow, of course, Facebook is always, temperamental, but we're doing a live on YouTube. What we're going to do is we're going to take a couple of quick snapshots afterwards, and we're going to submit this link directly to Facebook, and we will auto-populate it in 108 cigar groups. So when you see that, just click on the link. You're going to have a great time. Going back to the Honduran side of this, the farmers, the people who are actually then cultivating, the people who are taking the tobacco to the aging houses. From there, you're looking at the people who are creating the pilones, where that tobacco is going to mature beautifully, where that temperature is going to be on point. And you're talking quality control on a level that is insane, because the factory and the fact that your standards are 100%, hey, it's got to be good or it's not going to happen, can only end in a top graded cigar. I'm going to say I love the idea of a very friendly, this is a very shelf friendly box. May we see the box for a second?
Please, please, please.
Guess what, everybody? We have literally, this is a 10-count cigar box, and this is a live show, so we have people coming and going, how you doing, young lady?
Hi.
How are you?
Do you carry the Red Witch Gurkhas?
We don't, not yet, but we will soon. Your nearest person around here literally would have to be almost JR.
And I went there and they didn't have any. I wonder if they were just out or if they're going to get them by camera.
They do carry them. They may have just been out. And I apologize about that. But we are looking to bring in Red Witch within the next week, definitely for the summer, about a week and a half.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, my love. Take care.
Yeah, you too.
It's a live show. We got great people that walk in. And Steve Cook, I am gonna call you for several boxes of the Red Witch Gurkha. Apparently, we now need to carry Red Witch Gurkha. Hey, God bless Red Witch Gurkha.
All right.
I'm all in. I'm all in. But let's just do this. There's something called shelf friendly, and then there's consumer friendly. I think this meets perfect criteria. And I'll tell you what, from my crazy perspective, 10 cigars. That tells me automatically that's a phenomenal buy. For you guys who are the tobacconists, the shop owners, you don't have to go deep into buying, oh my God, it's gonna be an expensive box to bring in, it's an unknown, oh my God, I'm gonna cry, I'm gonna die, what am I gonna do? Well, it's a 10-count cigar box. For the consumer, it's a 10-count cigar box. This is a perfect gift. We got so many great holidays coming. We got 4th of July, Father's Day. We got all the barbecuing, all the traveling. I'm sure these two are probably starting their traveling schedules, as my good buddies would say. Schedule, the high-end people, just like you guys, rub elbows with them all the time. Our schedules, they're going to be doing a very shelf-friendly, consumer-friendly 10-count box. So let's say this. What does a box like this put me back? I want to walk into a shop. I'm saying, hey, I want a box. What does this put me back?
It'll put you back retail wise. You're looking between $90 and $100. Under $100, you can walk out the door.
I'm feeling something here. I'm feeling something here because I know what the actual price point is. I feel like the guy from The Price is Right. I know prices on this. So I also got to say this. We're blessed that tomorrow, this is one of the very few shops in this general area that is going to be showcasing the RTD, both lines, correct? Maduro and Habano. And Connecticut. Queenie hit him. This one here just give him a little.
She keeps me in line sometimes. I get all emotional and everything between allergies and everything else.
I'm
If
in
there's
love
an
with this.
allergist out there, could you please recommend some allergy medicine, please?
I'm gonna throw this out to everybody, and I'm gonna actually post this as part of the special for tomorrow. I didn't say this to you, but I'm gonna say I'm gonna put you right now under pressure. Under pressure. Pum, 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 pum. Queenie and I said, let's come up with a great idea. People are gonna come in, they're gonna buy their ticket for the event. Well, you come in, you buy a box, a 10-count box. Normally it's $100. That's the MSRP. I think it's a fantastic price point. Don't do nothing crazy. I think it's fantastic. But you come here and say, Duncan, I want to buy a box. Well, Duncan's gonna throw you in a little secret stash, 3 free cigars for you. Duncan's gonna take that ticket from you. We're gonna put a red slash on that sucker.
Okay.
I'm gonna red slash that ticket. You know what I'm gonna do with that? That ticket has now become a $10 bill, and I'm gonna apply it to that. So $90, all in.
Okay.
$90. Duncan's going crazy. He's gonna throw you 3 free cigars, and that's a $10 off the box. Ron, can you handle that pressure? If you're gonna start crying, for God's sakes, don't.
I can handle it. I can handle it. Okay, bring it. Let's go.
And bring your director of sales here, because it was her brilliant idea. She said, I think we should do this. And I said, I'm all in. So this is now a box that you could get. You come in, you say, I want to buy a box. You show me that ticket from the event. I'm gonna red slash that sucker. You're getting 3 free cigars from me, the personal stash. Good stuff, by the way. And I'm gonna be a big shout out. We love someone, Colonel, retired in the United States Army, Carolee Martin.
Yes.
That's our girl. That's you know what? That's brotherhood. And let me tell you, she is the one that's supporting that side. So when I talk boutiques who are doing it the right way, this is boutiques doing it the right way. When I talk about we still have to show love to the big boys who support that, General Cigars.
Yes.
Yeah.
When I called Carolee, she said, it's a done deal. It's done. We got you. And I said, we're part of it. She goes, Duncan, it's good people. It's the right way to do it. So solid boutiques, perfect compliance across the board. I mean, that's all that it is, man, right there. So now you're getting a very ash on my pants, but a very ashy experience right now. But anyways, you're getting a great cigar, man. It's a great cigar box. You can pick and choose the Connecticut or the Habano Maduro. I'm a Maduro smoker. I love it. Get both. Get 6 cigars. You're gonna get 6 cigars and $20 off? Man, that's what I'm saying. I haven't even seen a deal like that on a full box of regular price, well-known things. Oh, thank God the director of marketing and sales for RTV Global is here. There is another part to this. So we're slashing that with there's going to be a red ticket.
Right.
You hold on to that ticket. When we do the raffle, and if you are a winner with a ticket that has a red slash, Duncan's throwing in 2 more cigars on top of whatever price you win. The insanity is official. It's a done deal. We signed off on it. I'm mental. In 1971, the doctors told my mom, hey, I think we dropped them, but we're going to see what happens in the future. That's what happens. So red slash, $10 off, 3 cigars. If you win, you get 2 more cigars on top of the prices. I hope you come stocked.
That's better than the golden ticket.
Let's go.
I hope when he comes, there's going to be a truck probably bringing all of it, because that's what's going to happen. We're going to overflow, oversell. I said it was only going to be like a 15-minute. We're already deep into this stuff.
13 cigars for $90.
Whew. That's insanity right there.
13
also,
good cigars.
You shouted him out early, but I want to give a very big shout out to Dr. Gabby Caffey of Caffey 1901 and the Caffey brands and the entire Caffey family. Man, it is an honor and a privilege to be a part of such a group.
But that's a family. You're part of that family.
Yeah, it's a family. We have the conversations we need to keep everybody accountable and keep us all moving in a positive direction. And when I started this about 4 years ago, that was my goal, to find that family, to be a part of that group that would hold me accountable. And I never say that I'm the one who knows all. I don't. I surround myself with those that will hold me accountable, that help me to move my brand, in the correct direction. And that this family is definitely that. We do that. We hold each other accountable, and you know, Dr. Cappy is very direct and very honest, and that is the one thing that you need when you're doing business. Someone who's going to be that just direct and honest with you. You may not like what he's going to say all the time, but he's going to come from the right perspective, and that is to make the brand a better brand.
Successful,
definitely.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and add to that as well. I've known Gabby for a number of years now, and I want to say a heartfelt thank you to him as well. We had a great conversation. I'm not gonna go into that, but we had a great conversation. I have one word: humanitarian. Not just kind, not just a great guy, humanitarian. There's a lot that encompasses that. The human side of this industry, the understanding that sometimes you're up here, sometimes you're down here. And Gabby is a perfect judge of that. Thank you from me to you, from my mom to you, from us to you, Gabby. Thank you very, very much for being a true humanitarian. We're losing people like that almost daily. That's a concept which, to me, in moments of great need, and you come across one of those angels that God says, I'm going to put this person in your path. That's what Gabby Caffey is. Kerry Horney's been experiencing great success with his line as well. I think that the fact of the matter that two dear, close friends of mine that I call brothers and friends are living dreams, and that they're part of this Caffey family. You're part of that family. I'm part of that family. I think that that's a beautiful thing. The old saying, all ships rise with the tide, that's a good thing. We will all rise together. We will all help each other. We will all support each other. And I'm down with that 100%. We switched gears, but for the better, I think. We were going to do a little something different. Nothing wrong with the previous brand was fantastic. I love the people. They're great. But when the opportunity came through, Miss Queenie said, wait a second, Ron. I said, what was I thinking? I said, take me outside, beat me silly if you have to. I'm going to also jump in on this one for you, for Gabby, for Bob the cigar guy, who made a great question, and I had a chuckle with him. Bob, Drawmaster 1001 series, vintage, perfect machine, flawless draw. I love you. That's to the engineer in you. I know exactly what they used, and I know that it's a perfect draw here. So I got you, Bob. You got to get 38 of these. Trust me, you've got to.
Give me a call, Bob, or call Duncan. Hey, but also, last thing I'm
call
gonna say,
somebody, Bob. Just call somebody.
Last thing I'm gonna say is, man, I want to personally thank you for the honesty and the directness and the ability to help me through this situation. Like you said, we had it was funny. I just gotten off work about 15 hours, and I was like, travel plans weren't working the way I needed them to. I called him and says, hey, how you feel about going in my car?
Luxury vehicle all the way.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, this guy, when he does it.
That Toyota, boy, I tell you what. that 1998 Toyota. Hey.
Solid. The only thing that would have had to be was Kerry's old Camry. That thing was held together better than even the 1956 cars in Cuba. But
wow.
Yeah, like in all honesty, I mean, I walked outside. I'm just sitting here going, you know what? Anytime you have so much that comes against a situation, I'm like, you know what? This is something that has to happen. And I called you, and you were like, Asher, how do you feel? You go, well, how do you feel? I was like, I feel great. I said, let's go. And we jumped in the car, and I know, and
our biggest problem was, how many cigars are we going to take with us to smoke there and back? That was the biggest challenge. Don't worry about anything else.
Regardless.
And how long is Duncan going to be asleep as a co-pilot? That was the other one.
Hey, well, you drove a lot of it.
I drove a lot down.
So, yeah, you took a little nap on the way back, but you drove down. And that was the cool thing, is I just finished 15 hours. I was like, I didn't know what was going on. So, you know, we get down there, me, jump in the car and come back. And I don't know, the look on Dr. Caffey's face when we rolled in that nice luxury Toyota. I know he's probably thinking, I wonder if my mechanic looks at this car. Were you really supposed to be driving it from Charlie?
I just didn't even know they were going to let us into where he lives. You know, he lives in a nice area. I said, you know, people see us like that. I go, oh my God, we got 2 lunatics coming in here. Call the cops.
Look, it didn't leak any oils.
Amen.
Which was good, and it didn't smoke, which was good.
We smoked enough.
We smoked enough. Yes. So, but you know, thank you for everything, man. True brother, true just, you know, person looking after another. And that's the other thing, you know, you don't have a lot of it out there. There's a lot of people that, well, I can't let you get ahead of me. Or if you do something, then all of a sudden I call it the green-eyed bandit shows up, and it's like, you think all of a sudden you go to the bathroom and it don't stink. Well, you know, people like that, I tell them they put up too many excuses about why they're not doing, and you know, excuses like buttholes, everybody got one and they stink. So step up to the plate.
One, of course, thank you, man. I've been a tobacconist for a long time. A lot of you guys have known who I am, where I've been. One of the things I've always said is, it's all a round table. We can all come to it, we can all sit at it, and we can all work together and make money together, and you know, do something positive together. It's not about, I'm gonna do this brand to outshine your brand. I'm gonna open this shop to outshine your shop. It's about, for God's sakes, man, this has always been called the ultimate equalizer. Yeah. Captains of industry will smoke a $10 cigar next to the you know, plumber, next to the musician, next to the, you know, truck driver, retired or semi-retired, you know, semi. You know, this Queenie, I've heard stories yesterday that I was like, I didn't even know you did that much. Holy, she's one of them badass truck drivers, but it's an equalizer. And that's why when I had this opportunity, again, I never flinched. I said, well, there's only one guy who's got the best team, in my opinion, that can be ready to go at a moment's notice and can walk you through the process. The fact of the matter that Queenie is also stepping in is sisterhood, brotherhood, right there. Her knowledge of cigars, her knowledge of people, the outreach, the love that she brings to any environment is insane. Okay, I'm telling you, it's gonna start coming this way, and once I start, I'm horrible at stopping. You got a great cigar, Ron. Hands down. $10 MSRP, flawless. I have an old saying: if you give me a $10 cigar, it better smoke like a $10 cigar. So you got a $10 cigar that smokes like it should be $13, $14. So just keep that in mind. This is a $13, $14 well done cigar that you can buy at 10, and tomorrow you can get it here for 90. Get that ticket, turn it into a $10 bill. You know, make out like a bandit. Buy 2 boxes. Feelings are not going to be hurt about that. We're going to support you. You're going to walk out with a lot more than just 2 boxes of cigars. You're going to walk out with friendships, with great people, great food, great booze. It's going to be amazing tomorrow. So thank you again to Dr. Gabby Caffey. Thank you to Carol Lee. You got one more surprise, but I think you're going to keep that on the wraps. On the wraps.
Wait till tomorrow.
It's a Queenie surprise. And if anybody knows her, she doesn't come small. She is big surprises. So I'm just saying, another monstrous surprise tomorrow. We're going to wrap it up. I'm going to say thank you, God, first and foremost. But you got something. Go ahead.
Okay, so since we're talking about people,
I was going to start praying right now. Okay, but go ahead. Yeah,
hold on the benediction for a second.
Oh,
give me like a minute and a half.
Solid, go.
All right. Okay. So let me tell you something about my sister sitting right here. When this process was coming to fruition and we were getting towards the end of it, I'm sitting here thinking, you know, I've got to get out, I've got to visit. And those of you who are contemplating this business, visitation and talking and networking is key. Don't kid yourself in thinking you can sit at your house and all of a sudden, like the lottery, is going to fall into your lap, because it's not.
Never seen that.
One of the things we say in the Caffey family is trust the process. It's a process, which means it takes steps. And some of those steps you will slip and fall on your face. And The key is, do you stay on your face or do you get up? I will always choose to get up. But to help that process, my sister here, she's like, I got you. And she helped in the process of introduction, moving different places. But here's the thing that you need to know. When the cigars came in, she didn't say, give me a box. She bought the box. She didn't buy one, she bought 4. And it wasn't for her. It was for her to introduce to others. So those of you who say you have friends, friends help friends. True friends believe in what you're doing, and they will go ahead and support you. So anybody, I'm going to clear the air before we even get started on our ventures.
I'm going to say the one word,
thinking,
preach.
I'm going to just be, she's going to walk around with stuff that's just given. She bought it. I didn't just hand it to her. She said, bro, I love you. I support you. How can I help you? I don't know about you, but if you're going to buy what I have and then you're going to turn around and give it away, that is true friendship. That is true brother and sister. That's family. You know, it's not one of those, oh, let me get this. Here, hold on to that. And you know what? I don't care. Just take it. Me being me, I wanted to, you know, if you're going to be out there supporting me, then here, take this with you. She bought it and she's taking it with her. So let's make sure we have that clear out the gate. This is my sister, my true sister.
Crystal.
Who supports me
Crystal.
in everything I do.
Oh God, again with the crying. Lord have mercy. Now let's start praying for you.
I just wanted to say that, you know, I love both of you. A lot of where I am today would not have taken place without the both of you.
Okay, so here's the question. Are you going to be here tomorrow?
Oh, I'm going to be here tomorrow.
Do you own a black Sharpie?
I do, but I'm probably going to get a fresh one just for this
occasion. Because signed boxes. Listen, I have the vintage old stuff signed by him, and I get caps on it. But this is about to go boom. So come tomorrow. Buy, like in the words of Emerald Lagasse, why buy one? Buy 10. You know, make it all about cigars. That's exactly it. Buy 10. You know, tell people all over the world, I got the first 10 boxes. Holy Moses. If you're a tobacconist and you guys know me, I don't smoke bad. Never have. I'm an elitist when I smoke. And that I've always said, you give me a beautiful $3 cigar that's well done and beautiful, I'm going to enjoy it as much as I'm going to enjoy a $13 cigar. That is elite smoking because it is quality, it is people, it is beauty behind that cigar. Well, this, if you slapped on a white label on this sucker, it's on that level. Let's just call it what it is. Queenie, you got a surprise for tomorrow. We're going to keep it under wraps. Ron, you're bringing a fresh black Sharpie. Big specials happening tomorrow here. Doña Noli is throwing down with some amazing Cuban food. Just that alone, I mean, that's going to be insane.
Looking forward to that.
There's also going to be great specials by Red Buffalo, a $9 flight of beers. That's 4 beers, 6 ounces each, $9. It's a lot of fun. Beatrice Rodriguez of Cigars for Warriors is going to be here as well. So if you really want to give the right way, there it is right there. Men and women serving overseas. Fallen heroes are going to be remembered tomorrow. We got Sergeant Hurd from the Army National Guard. He's bringing some of his boys. Are going to be here tomorrow. Carol Lee, she's got a busy schedule. She might be here from General Cigars. If not, she's with me always here. She's with us always because that's a sister right there who represents exactly the right way. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited. I cannot wait for tomorrow. I'm only going to say one last thing again. I give it to God as I give it all these good people here to them always. These are angels on earth that have stepped up and said, "Duncan, we got you." So this, I don't know how many others, because I know there's probably about 38 other places, but I know that I'm going to be carrying this for a long, long period of time. And as he progresses to evolve, we will evolve with him. We will support him 100%. God first always. And remember, let's all hold up our cigars. If you're going to smoke, God's sake, smoke well. We do. We're cigarologists here, baby. Have a good one, everybody. Take care.
Hey, take care. Salud.
A little bit long, but I think it was actually really, really
Good.
well done. And I am furious with this whole Facebook crap.
Damn.